So you've launched your first podcast on Substack. You're putting in the hours, scripting, recording, editing, and creating some awesome episodes. But the growth it's just not happening. And you're not making any real money. And checking your stats feels like flatline city, right? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Let me tell you. It's a frustrating feeling, right? Doing all the right things without seeing the results. But here's the truth. You don't need a million download audience to build a profitable podcast on Substack. You just need the right playbook. You need to use the interconnected system that Substack already provides. It's a system that most podcasters totally overlook. Right now, I'm giving you the 5 Substack hacks every podcaster needs. These aren't just generic tips either. They're actionable strategies that took my own podcast from a side project to a real business, and they'll work for you too. These are the strategies that get momentum on Substack. Your podcast isn't just an audio file. It's the heart of your entire content world. We're going to cover everything from growing your audience to the exact moment you should ask for the sale. Let's get into it. Hack number 1, the free teaser funnel, we call it. The biggest mistake podcasters make on Substack is thinking it's either all free or all paid. The real growth in money happens in the middle. This is where you build what I call the free teaser funnel. It's a way of constructing your content that turns casual listeners into paying superfans. Here's how it works. Your main big ticket podcast episode should always be free. This is your marketing. It's the content that goes out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts through your Substack RSS feed, and it's bringing in new people into your world. Really, anything that gets you exposure should be free. But the hack is how you end these free episodes. Instead of finishing with a standard thanks for listening, you need to treat the last 2 minutes as the most valuable part of your show. This is your pivot. In those final moments, you tease the next level of content, the exclusive, deeper conversation that's waiting for your paid subscribers. For example, let's say you just did a free episode on 5 mistakes new entrepreneurs make. Your outro shouldn't be, see you next week. It should be something like this. And that's a wrap on the 5 biggest mistakes, but what about the solutions? Well, for my paid subscribers, I just dropped a 20-minute bonus episode breaking down the step-by-step framework to actually avoid these pitfalls. We get into the financial models to use, how to structure your first sales call, and I even share my personal project management template. If you're serious about building your business, this isn't just bonus content. To get it, just click the link in the show notes and become a paid subscriber. See how easy that was? Or you can send them to an opt-in page with a free resource, which I share how to do in the client acquisition audit. And you can pick one for yourself at thecoachesalchemist.com. And I'll put that link in the description below. It's just like I did here. See the difference? You created a compelling, urgent reason to upgrade. You're not just selling more, you're selling the answer to the problem that you just spent 30 minutes talking about, right? The goal is to make your free listeners feel like they're missing out on the most important part of the conversation. This one strategy can be the tipping point that converts listeners who have been on the fence for months. And hack number 2, the multimedia episode post. Another huge mistake is treating your Substack post as just like a Dropbox to stick your audio file in. You publish an episode, write 2 sentences, and call it a day. This turns your Substack into a boring archive instead of a dynamic hub for your show. The hack is to think of every episode post as a multimedia experience. The goal is to make your Substack post the definitive destination for your episode. Even for people listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, you want them to think, I have to go check out the post for this one. And here's how to do it. First, create an actual article to go with the episode to post on Substack. And don't forget to add a video version right into the post. I like to embed it in the text. It gives your listeners options. If they're busy, they get to listen on the app. If they want to be more involved video-wise, they have the video option too. A super secret thing about posting video on Substack is that it will create clips for you that you can share on other socials, even YouTube. Second, bring the post to life with visuals. Pull out the most powerful, funny, or controversial quotes from the episode and then format them as block quotes or even simple graphics. People are more likely to share and restack your block quotes, by the way. Add relevant images, GIFs, or behind-the-scenes photos. This breaks up the text and makes the content more skimmable and shareable. Third, turn your post into a resource library. Did you or your guest mention a book, a tool, an article, or another podcast? Don't just mention it. Find the link and add it to the post. This turns your show notes from a simple summary into a valuable one-stop resource that your audience will bookmark and return to. By making your episode post a true multimedia companion, you give listeners a powerful reason to leave their podcast app and visit your Substack. And once they're there, they're just one click away from subscribing to your free list or upgrading to paid. Now let's talk about hack number 3. We call this the collaboration audience swap. If your growth is really slow, it's probably because you're trying to do it all alone. And Substack is all about community and connection. So the fastest way to grow on any platform is to tap into the existing audiences, and Substack has built-in tools that make this super effective. This hack is about creating a systematic audience swap with other creators. First, find 5 to 10 other Substack creators who have a similar audience to you but aren't direct competitors. Your stats page even has an audience overlap section that shows you which other Substacks your subscribers read. That's a ready-made list of people to connect with, right? Once you have your list, don't just send out a cold email asking to collab. That's just plain lazy. Build a real connection first. You subscribe to their stuff, leave thoughtful comments, restack their notes. Once you've built some rapport, a propose to a real collaboration sounds natural, right? And I don't just mean having them on your podcast. A true audience swap looks like this. First, you have the interview. They come on your podcast as a guest. That's only step 1. Then you invite them to write a short exclusive text post for your Substack that goes deeper on an idea from that episode. This gives your audience a new format and a better look at your guest's expertise. You can also go live with them. The cross-post after the episode goes live, they use the Substack's cross-post feature to share it directly with their email list. The email comes from them with their personal intro about why their audience should listen. This is a powerful way. It's way more powerful than social media. And the recommendation swap. Finally, you both add each other to your official Substack recommendations list. Now, every time somebody subscribes to their episode or to their newsletter, they'll also be prompted to subscribe to your collaborators, creating an automatic growth loop for both of you. And this isn't a one-time spike. It's a powerful ongoing engine for audience growth that works for both of you. It's truly a win-win situation. Hack number 4 is monetizing with paid-only content. Once you have a steady stream of free listeners, you need a paid offer they can't resist. And if you want people to pay, you have to make it crystal clear what they're getting for their money. The best podcasters on Substack don't just offer an ad-free version. They create a whole new world of exclusive content. Your paid offering should feel like a private club for your biggest fans. Here are the types of paid-only audio that work best. You can do the Ask Me Anything episodes, and this is one of the easiest and most valuable things you can create. Once a month, release a bonus episode answering questions only from your paid subscribers. It makes your community feel heard and gives you incredible insight into what your most loyal listeners want. And you can create this through the chat function over on Substack. Then there's the deep dive episode. While your free episodes might cover a broad topic, your paid deep dives should be tactical and specific. If your free show is about marketing, a paid episode could be a 45-minute masterclass on writing Google ad copy that actually converts. This is for the people who want to be equipped, not just informed. Early access and ad-free. This is a basic expectation, but it's still important. Paid subscribers should always get episodes a day or two early with no ads. It shouldn't be your only benefit, but it's a key part of the package for sure. Video versions and transcripts. For a lot of people, being able to watch the interview or read a polished transcript is a huge plus, especially for your hearing impaired crowd. Offer the video version of your podcast exclusively to paid subscribers. This way you're giving people options for how they want to tune in and making your paid tier feel much more valuable. And there's a greater connection with video. And then when you pitch your paid offer, don't just list the features. Frame it as a complete subscription. It's not just a podcast, it's access to bonus episodes, masterclasses, video content, and your entire archive. A good conversion rate on Substack is between 5 and 10% of your free list. By creating an irresistible offer, you can aim for that higher end and build a real recurring revenue stream from your podcast. And hack number 5, the welcome email upsell. The moment someone subscribes to your free newsletter is the moment they are most curious about what you do. Most podcasters waste this with a generic "thanks for subscribing" email. Don't do that. You need to turn that welcome email from a boring confirmation into your secret sales agent. Substack lets you customize the automatic email that goes out to new free subscribers. This is your single best shot at immediately showing them the value of your paid tier. Your welcome email needs to do 3 things. It needs to reassure them, start by welcoming them, and quickly remind them why they subscribed. You'll get my awesome free episodes every Tuesday. 2 is it shows off your best stuff. Don't make them dig. Give them direct links to your 2 to 3 most popular free podcast episodes. It's like a greatest hits album that proves your quality right away. And then number 3 is introduce the paid offer immediately. Here's the hack. After you've shown them how good your free stuff is, you immediately make the invitation. It's not a hard sell, and it should sound something like this. I'm so thrilled you're here. Well, you'll get my main podcast episodes every Tuesday for free. I also want to let you know about the All Access Pass for paid subscribers. Frankly, this is where the real magic happens. Paid members get, and then you list out what they get, like bonus Q&A episodes where I answer your specific questions every month, actionable deep dives, tactical episodes that go way beyond theory, and the full archive, access to every post and podcast I've ever made. If you're serious about, and this is where you insert your podcast topic, the paid subscription is designed to be the best investment you can make in yourself. You can upgrade right here, and then you need to put the big bold button right under that says upgrade to paid, which actually will be what happens with the little button when you click the subscribe button. This strategy works because it strikes while the iron is hot. The subscribers just showed interest, and by immediately presenting a clear, value-packed offer, you catch them at their peak curiosity. This automated email works for you 24/7, turning new free subscribers into paying members from the second they join. So let's recap those 5 hacks real fast here. First, it's create a free teaser funnel. by using the end of your free episodes to tease your paid content. Second, create a multimedia episode post with clickable timestamps and resources to drive traffic to your Substack. Third, build an audience swap with other creators through cross posts and recommendations. Fourth, create a dedicated tier of paid-only bonus content like Ask Me Anythings and deep dives. And fifth, turn your welcome email into an upsell machine that pitches your paid offer from day one. These aren't just theories. These are proven strategies that work with the tools Substack gives you. Just starting with one or two of these will build momentum. Using all five will transform your podcast from a hobby into a thriving business. You have the voice, you have the content, and now you have the strategy. The only thing left to do is the work. And if you want to go even deeper on the money side, I've broken down the exact steps for finding your first 100 paid subscribers in this video right here. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments which one of these hacks you're going to try first. And remember, be sure to schedule your client acquisition audit where we'll look at where your strategy has gaps so that you can attract your dream clients without tech struggles, an influencer's audience, or hunting them down like a banshee on a mission. Until next time, remember you have all the power to change the world. Start today and get visible.